After weeks of trying to move my Dory Merrimack Spear Knight colony into a cleaner setup, I finally realized something. They'll move when they're ready, and if they didn't feel safe, they would have already left. Now, things are finally looking up. New larvae, more workers, and signs of growth. Now, on to some of the news. I have tried to move this colony into many setups over the past few weeks, and to no avail. They did not want to move. Now, this is some footage of the ants mapping out the box, and they really didn't like this either. However, after they started mapping out the box, they started to escort the queen into the box. However, they decided to just put her back, and I think it's because I kept the light on them and accidentally disturbed them. Now, I tried moving them into the box, and I even added moisture into it, but I quickly realized that it was a bit too big for them and tried to move them into another cleaner test tube setup. I even attempted to move them into the box by attaching it to their outworld so that way they can eat and hopefully discover it by putting sugar close by it and more. However, that also failed entirely. But even though they didn't want to move, they are clearly doing well. I mean, look at the queen literally cleaning herself. Like, they're doing healthy, and this was a couple weeks ago, and this is them today. They are doing extremely good. There is tons more brood, and there's barely any eggs. It's almost all larvae and pupa. Those little brown chunks are the food I've been giving them, and they are setting it on the larva for them to eat. You can see it right here, albeit a little out of focus, that there is a pupa in front of the camera. Now, I have counted about 8 ready to hatch, and this is really good. You can tell that the population has increased by even a little bit. There is a couple more workers, and they are doing very well. This is what I feed them. They are fish pellets soaked in water, and it's soft enough for them to chew. This is high in protein and carbohydrates, and is extremely good for the ants because they cannot just run off of sugar. This is me placing some of these pellets in their outworld, and this is those same pellets later already being swarmed. They seriously really love these pellets. However, in the future, I would like to give them bananas, cricket legs, and not live prey, but definitely some prey for them to eat. You can clearly tell that there is an increase in ants as well as food production. They definitely like to chew up this food and soften it in their social stomach for them to share it with other colony members and the brood as well as the queen. This ant here is taking a nap. They take micro naps, usually 1 to 2 minutes long sometimes, and I think it's kind of funny. You can see these ants have begun to swarm near the food. A lot of ants. They're even climbing on the walls. Now, ants swarm like this doing mundane tasks such as feeding the colony or even going outside to get food. Now, the reason that ants swarm like this, and it's not one at a time, is a couple reasons. One is efficiency. The more ants that are doing one task, the faster they can get it done. Not only that, but there is definitely strength in numbers. Ants that are being attacked often swarm, and that is for a good reason, because one ant won't do much. But if there's plenty of ants going against, let's say, a wolf spider, that spider is not going to last very long. And, well, thank you guys for watching. Credits to Slug Disco for letting me use their music in this video, and, well, I look forward to making more updates on this ant colony and teaching you about ants again. I will start doing weekly updates and maybe even doing mini documentaries on other species besides this colony.